Here, Krista Hermance. So, what makes a will valid? I've seen recently a lot of wills that have come into play. I've also heard a lot of people kind of talking about wills. I've seen it on, Facebook groups and in different forums and stuff. And I want to make sure it's very clear what makes a will valid in the state of California. Um, So there are requirements, right, that would allow the will to be filed in probate court, that they have to follow these requirements to be considered a valid will. So the will must be in writing, right? So it can't just be something that's said. It has to be in writing, physically written down, and it can either be typewritten or it can be handwritten. The second thing is that it must be signed by the testator. So the testator is the person whose will it actually is, right? Their intention that they're creating this will, they are the testator. They must sign it. And there are a few exceptions to that, but generally they are the ones who need to sign it. The last thing is that the will must be witnessed by at least two people. And this is where I see wills become invalid, where people think that when they create the will, all they need to do is sign it and they don't get it witnessed. The will isn't valid. It has to be witnessed by two people. Today I heard or I saw somebody post something that's saying, oh, we had our will notarized. That's not witnessed. That is not a valid will. Even if it's notarized, it still needs to be witnessed. So the notary could witness it, but it still needs to be witnessed by another person. So two people need to witness the will in addition to that. So those three requirements to make a will valid in the state of California. It's very hard when I am working with clients or families that somebody they went through all this trouble, they created a will, but then the will isn't valid. And so then what happens is that because the will isn't valid and it can't be used in probate court, what would then happen is that their estate would be distributed according to intestate law. That's California's law on how things are distributed. And it may not be what their intentions are. So it is very, very, very important to make sure that when you are going through your estate planning, if you are creating a will, that you understand what needs to be done to make sure that will is valid. If you have concern, and as always, get help from an estate planning attorney. This is what we help families do to make sure that they have the peace of mind knowing that their family is protected and that their wishes are legally documented the correct way. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.